The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We go set, 30 base.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Jets 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility.
It's a foot race. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw on 3rd down, Norris. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 95 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this...
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And it's 3rd and 4. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And it's caught by Herndon. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch. And they miss.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Yeah, the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
Let's go one more.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the Bills' 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
How about that, partner? A little razzle-dazzle. Fake field goal that turns into a pass and a touchdown. Fooled everyone, including us.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bills have recovered.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
To throw from his end zone, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is Harris. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. From the 45 on 2nd down, Darnold. And this is hauled in by Matthews. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a 1st down.
Outside. 56. Check 56. Pick me up. Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 1st half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 1st down, Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 24. Check 24.
To throw is Darnold. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Watch the screen. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Now. Check, 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 check. Back, back, back. Hit it.
To throw on second down. Lawrence, flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
50, plant.
2nd and 11. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A Nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Bell fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off play action. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Lawrence. The pass complete. It's Bird. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Zadarius Smith in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Leo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds. All the way down at the 3. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
53, check 53. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
2nd and 6. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Quentin Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The end result, 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Looking sideline, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's got this down to the 35. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Bell running on 1st down as he'll push forward for about 3. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A former 1st-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. This is Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over, so a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Darnold now to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Bell. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? A crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.